games. The tickets are still available. Be sure to stop by your ticket booth. Here we go. National Association of Golden State Warriors are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior. This is fine. Don't answer. If you can get here before or play or using.
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. Here we are, Stan, at the midway point. We've got some big things coming up on the schedule.
Yeah, some things that fans really love. All-Star Weekend, the trade deadline. We'll see which teams are going to shake up their roster. A lot of stuff going on.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's MP in at the 1. Pass to Jackson Davis. Outside Moody. 6 to shoot. Here's Pajemski. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Here's Brown. There's the block. Green against Tatum. Green, the pass to Kuminga. Outside, Green. Back to Pajemski. Takes a 3. Boston pulls it in. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
They were able to come away with wins in both games last season. Impressive, to say the least.
No, especially with the seasons they were having. They were both top teams.
I love the show of force by Green, putting the defense on notice with the jam.
To the middle. MP finds Tatum. Screen by MP. And no good. His first shot of the night, missing. The Warriors have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Green, the pass to Moody. Inside. Here's Pajemski. And Porzingis with the block.
Well, look, if you want to shoot over Porzingis, you got to create more space than that.
Hits a three-pointer. Pajemski's got 5.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And the basket by MP.
And that's what happens when you let MP get positioning inside.
Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Green against Tatum. White with a steal. There's Tatum with the 3. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. The Warriors have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. And Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Back to Moody. Pass to Green. Now here's Jackson Davis. Taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
Now here's White. MP, the pass to Porzingis. Down low. MP outside. Jacks up a 3. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
Outside Pajemski. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots.
Kuminga with it. Now guarded by MP. Outside Moody. Back to Kuminga. To the paint. Here's Jackson Davis. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Celtics trail by 6. And he's going for the lob. It's stolen away. Pajemski with it. Brown's there. Here's Jackson Davis. And it's MP with a rebound. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Ooh, got that one up quick.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The Warriors lead by 3. Pass to Kuminga. Outside Podziemski. And he gets it to go. Podziemski's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Now that was a clever adjustment. I mean, that was a tough shot.
Well, you've got to be creative when you're up against a bigger defender.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
To the inside, Jackson Davis. Right side Moody. Another shot. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
First trip to the line for him here. Done. He's checked in for Draymond Green. Good on the second one. Here's MP. Last game out, he had 40. Tatum finds White. And here's MP. Pass to Brown. Blocked! In transition, here come the Warriors. Moody from outside. Porzingis grabs the board. Celtics trail by 6. Brown passes to Tatum. Now MP. The shot. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. MP's got 7. And he lobs it up top. And stolen by Porzingis. White for 3. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Spurs was all business. He contributed 40 points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
And we just got Shams Charania on the line. Shams, I understand there's some big NBA news. Can you fill us in?
Hey, Brian. With the time winding down before the trade deadline, it's the Chicago Bulls making the noise. They've added a polished offensive weapon in Bradley Beal, 3-level scorer who can get a shot just about any time he wants. And he'll definitely bring some added firepower to that lineup. It'll be interesting to see how it all fits together.
Good stuff there, Shams. Thanks for keeping us informed. Much appreciated, as always. 3 on the clock. From deep three-point land. Boston with a rebound.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
Pass to White. Now here's MP. Here's Tatum. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, very few guys take advantage of space in the mid-range like Tatum. He's an assassin from that area.
Podziemski. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got 4 rebounds now.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back. Well, he's been hot out of the gates, 4 for 5, and he might just be getting started.
Now Podziemski. 14 points his last outing. Inside. Here's Moody. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 1.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
MP finds White. Back to MP. Fires for 3. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Brown against Kuminga. Jackson Davis a screen. Moody on the wing. The 3 is up. Knocks it down from distance. Now it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Here's Moody following the bucket by Boston.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Here's Tatum, and the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Dunn's shot is good.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And the Warriors make some changes. Green's checked in for Jackson Davis. Porter Jr. comes in for Moody. And it's Primo in for Pajemski. Now here's MP. 11 points in the game. Back to Holiday. Pass to Davis. Dunn with a steal. Here's Primo. Now here's Green. Check by Davis. And there it is for him. And the Warriors lead by 6. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnover.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for Drew Holiday. Pass to Porter. Here's Primo, averaging around 6 a game. Shot is up. Rebound Boston. MP's got his 5th rebound in this one. The 3. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors lead by 4. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. The main topic of conversation, how they plan to guard Jason Tatum. We want to try to make Jason a jump shooter. Avoid fouling, don't let him go downhill. But JT will get his, so let's hope we limit him. Well, that's never easy to do, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. So it's Boston now. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. MP, the pass to Tatum. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It'll go on Michael Porter.
Well, there's no question that Tatum is one of the best scorers in the game today. And because he was so good at such a young age, it's easy to forget how young he still is.
Pass to Bona. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The officials were right on top of that one.
It's his first trip to the line. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Celtics trail by 6. Back to MP. Pass to Davis. And here's Tatum. And here's MP from outside. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
To the paint. Here's Porter. Rebounded by the Celtics. MP's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Walsh. Tatum with it. 1 second left. Good! Without a second to spare.
Oh, you gotta have some real nerves to hit that shot.
What poise, what focus. That's an impressive shot.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Checked in for the Warriors. Pajemski comes in for Draymond Green. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Boston. MP comes in for Holiday. On the floor for Boston. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Peyton Pritchard is out there with MP. And it's Walsh in at the small forward position. Now here's MP. 16 points for him. Here's Pritchard. Hits the trifecta. Pritchard's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Count that bucket.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Porzingis passes to MP. Here's Pritchard. Tatum looking it over. Pass to MP. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Dunn. And the Warriors pushing it up now. And he's going for the oop here. It's stolen by Tatum. To the left wing. Back to MP. The kick to Tatum. MP outside. Here's Walsh. Down low. Clock at 2. The 3. Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball. And the Warriors make some changes. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for Dunn. And Moody is subbed in for Primo. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Pritchard. Moody passes to Porter. From deep. And it's MP with a rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. You can't allow any space.
Brown passes to Tatum. Right side Brown. Back to MP. Pass to Tatum. The 3 ball. They get it again. Back to MP. The layup misses. The Warriors have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Back to Podziemski. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Tatum. Oh, look at Tatum going to work inside.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Outside Porter. To the middle. Here's Kuminga. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Coach, after 3 back surgeries in 5 years, it is truly amazing that Michael Porter Jr. is still playing at all.
Yeah, it really is, Brian. And for him to get back to playing at the highest level, he has really stuck with it. And you've got to admire his mental and physical toughness.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
To the inside. Oh, Kuminga, just a menace inside.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him.
To the paint. And MP with a basket on the assist by White. White's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight, not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Outside Moody. Back to Podziemski. Over MP. Oh, great D that time from MP.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
He's really become a better all-around player. Brown's passing continues to evolve. Nice find.
Here's Podziemski following the bucket by the Celtics. Moody from outside. Oh, Moody deadly from there.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
White, the pass to MP. Back to White. Now here's Brown. MP, a screen on Porter. Late clock, the Celtics got to hurry here. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Left side Moody. Pass to Podziemski. And there's the lob. White with a steal. Here's Brown. Nice D from Moody.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Kuminga, the pass to Porter. Here's Jackson Davis, defended by Porzingis. Outside Pajemski. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Jackson Davis, and they're unable to get the tying bucket there.
And one of the reasons they're down right now is because they've fallen in love with the jump shot.
MP, the pass to White. Outside Tatum, launches it. They get it back. Here's MP. Tatum finds MP. Now Brown. Porzingis with a screen on Porter. And here's Brown for three. Big hit from outside. Jaylen Brown.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the three, it really opens up this offense.
Outside Moody. Back to Pajemski. No stopping him there. Jams it in. And he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It's going to be on MP. Green's checked in for the Warriors. And the Celtics also making a change. Walsh is checked in for Tatum. Now here's Brown. In his last outing, 8 points for him. And the bucket is good.
That's a smart play right there. Terrific pass by MP.
Pass to Moody. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Moody. And let's take this chance to call out our Eastern Conference Player of the Week, MP.
It's clear that he's a key aspect of their offensive success. His decisions with the ball are what creates opportunities for himself and the rest of his teammates.
Brown against Kuminga. Puts one up from 19. And there's Brown. That one's good. On the assist by MP.
Well, you got to know the scouting report on Brown. He's solid cashing in from the mid-range.
Pass to Moody. Boston pulls it in. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
And I think they were prepared to face pressure D, but that never materialized, so they took advantage.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
Now here's MP. Baseline jumper. A nice shot by Brown. And now an 8-point Boston lead.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. And so we wrap up the first half. Boston out in front. They lead by 6. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot drop. They're thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
Hello, everybody. Tipping off halftime, let's start things off with a look at the All-Star voting. You know, I love sitting up here and doing this show with you guys. I learn something new every day.
Man, you know what? It is pretty unreal they pay us to do this. Did I say that out loud?
Wait, you guys get paid?
Well, yeah, well, you wouldn't. And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the Celtics.
They're clicking from outside. Hard cuts to the ball and a few bone-jarring screens. Man, they have a high quality of looks.
They've been cashing in on those. We'll see if the sharpshooting continues. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The life of an NBA head coach, Stan, is not easy. You've lived it. What's the toughest part of the job? And don't say dealing with the media.
Well, no, it's not. But, Brian, I think people would easily say it's the time spent away from home and it's also the losing, quite honestly. But I think what my family had the hardest time with was how consumed I was as a coach during the season. So even when I was home, all I was doing was thinking about basketball.
And how many losses have you endured as a broadcaster, Coach?
0. Undefeated, Brian, undefeated.
Inside, it's Green next to Jackson Davis. Moses Moody out there with Brandon Pajemski. And it's Kuminga in at the 3. That's the Warriors 5. Celtics lead by 6. White, the pass to MP. Outside White. Tatum from long range. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Outside Moody. Puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Moody's got 12 points in the game.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
You gotta respect the response from Tatum. I mean, this guy just loves to compete.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, the Warriors can be sloppy with the ball. Coach Kerr said, I don't mind turnovers that result from trying to make the extra pass. It's the ones that don't stand a chance to get through that bother me. If we just hit singles, we have so many playmakers and shooters that it's all going to come out pretty positively. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Tatum finds MP. Tipped.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Outside, Green. Pass to Pajemski. And that one is hammered home.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, puts so much pressure on the defense.
And here's Jackson Davis. Down low. Pass to Pajemski. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Green. And there's another one for the Warriors.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
MP with it. Now guarded by Moody. White, the pass to MP. Gotta get done inside. MP.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
Now here's Pajemski, covered by MP. Green with a screen on White. Moody from outside. The rebound by MP. MP's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Back to White. Pass to Brown. And here's Tatum. Screen by MP. And it's Tatum missing. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Now here's Pajemski. Tatum pulls it in.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Coming into the league, putting up points was no problem for Tatum, but now he's creating scoring opportunities for others.
And, Coach, you look at Derek White, maybe not the biggest name, but he is a winning player.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the most underrated players in the league. He's got a great feel for the game at both ends of the court. He is tremendously solid across the board. But when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
White finds Brown. Back to MP. Here's Tatum. Pajemski grabs the board. Pajemski's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's the floater. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on MP.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Well, Stan, in this league, the opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian. And guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene, and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, second-round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star.
White coming through.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Warriors trail by 3. Podziemski into the lane. Good. Podziemski's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Pass to MP. Got a piece of it. Moody with it. Now guarded by MP. Here's Kuminga. Kuminga, strong like bull. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Well, another thing to look at is their impressive block numbers. They have not been giving shooters an easy time tonight, knocking away lots of shots.
Outside, Green. Here's the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Podziemski's got 23.
He's taking what he can get here as a 3 in each half.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
And the Warriors making a change here. Porter Jr.'s checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. Pritchard's checked in for White. Brown passes to Pritchard. The kick to Tatum. MP, a screen on Green. Clock at 6. And it's Tatum missing.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Brown. Missed it there. He's 4 for 9 now. Kuminga with it. Now guarded by Brown. Kuminga, the pass to Porter. And the three-pointer goes. Porter's got his second bucket of the night.
And when it comes to the 3, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Porzingis finds Brown. There's Tatum with the 3. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
Now here's Podziemski, tightly guarded. Pass to Porter. Inside, Jackson Davis. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line. Their lead could be even bigger right now, but their efficiency from the line has dropped off a little.
Dunn, he's checked in for the Warriors. Primo comes in for Podziemski. MP against Porter. Screen by MP. And it's Tatum missing.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
To the wing on the left. Jackson Davis with it. Working on Porzingis. Here's Porter. And he lays it up and in. Porter's got 7 points in the game.
Smart play there by Porter. Working his way inside to find a reliable, close-range look.
Screen by MP. And he lobs it up. Oh, Porzingis. A huge target.
They put the ball in the air, and all Porzingis has to do is hop up and get it. Nicely done.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Dunn outside. Here's Primo from behind the arc. He buries it from 3. Primo's got his second basket.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
The Warriors lead by 6. Pass to Jackson Davis. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And Boston with some changes. Davis, he's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Walsh comes in for Jason Tatum. And Holiday subbed in for Pritchard. Outside Kuminga. Here's Primo. That three's off the mark. And so MP will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Holiday. MP scanning the floor. Porter against Holiday. Here's Walsh. Back to MP. And down it goes. 2 points. And now it's just a 4-point Warrior lead.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
Here's Primo, 5 points in the game. And here's Porter outside. Boston with a rebound. MP's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Holiday finds MP. Now Brown. He's watched by Kuminga. Pass to Walsh. MP with it. Kick out to Brown. Screen by MP. Brown, no good. The Warriors lead by 4. To the middle. Oh, got a piece of it. 1:21 left in the third quarter. Great D that time from Porter. And for the Warriors, they're shooting a remarkable 60% clip. Very efficient. Pass to Primo. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Porter. MP against Porter. 44 seconds left in the third quarter. Screen by MP. Again, the miss by Boston.
And he's still scoreless in this quarter. And at this point, they can use every point they can get.
Pass to Bona. Down low. Here's Primo. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
Holiday passes to MP. Outside, Brown. MP left side. This one for 3. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Warriors ahead. They lead by 4. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime.
He's checked in for White. Griffin, he's checked in for Boston. MP comes in for Drew Holiday. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Dunn with it. Pass to Primo. Shot clock at 6. Back to Dunn. Fires from deep. The rebound by MP. MP's got his 16th rebound on the night. On the court right now for the Celtics. Peyton Pritchard is out there with MP. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then there's A.J. Griffin. And it's Walsh in at the 4 slot.
Well, look, the defense has got to try a different plan on MP. Because what they're doing now, it's clearly not working.
Here's Bona. Pass to Porter. Shoots over Griffin. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Well, when he's got space to operate inside like that, he is not going to hesitate.
Cuts off the pass. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And he comes up with a bucket. Primo's got 11 in the second half.
Wow, he's found his game offensively here in the second half. Really has turned things around.
MP with it. Dunn in his pocket. MP outside. Tatum from long range. They get the rebound. MP. Griffin finds MP. Here's Pritchard. 6 to shoot. Off the mark there with a 3. Here's Gilliard. Covered by MP. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive. But he can't do it all by himself.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Turns it over there, but that's his first of the contest. He's done a good job of minimizing mistakes on the night.
White, he's checked in for the Warriors. Davis, he's checked in for Boston. Drew Holiday comes in for Pritchard. Back to MP. MP hammers it down.
There you go, MP. Hammer it home, young fella.
The Warriors lead by 3. And here's White. Pass to Primo. Now here's White. Dunn right side. Back to White. Here's Bona. Checked by Davis. Here's Primo. Over Holiday. Primo can't hit. Porter against Griffin. Now MP to the paint. And finished off by Davis.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Pass to White. And here's Dunn. Pounded by Tatum. Dunn. Pass to Porter. Dunn outside. From deep three-point land. Primo can't hit.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
MP, that one's good.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Primo. He's covered by Holiday. Pass to Primo. Will it go? And that one is right through the heart.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Screen by MP. Tatum from long range. It's rebounded by Golden State. Porter's got his 5th rebound in this one. White with it. Now guarded by MP. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
Both teams will make substitutions. To the inside. The Warriors pull it in. Oh, there's the alley! And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. And the Warriors making a change here. Green is checked in.
Number 23, Draymond Green.
Back to Pajemski. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Here's a look at what's coming up for Boston. On Wednesday, they go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic. And then on Friday, they kick off a road trip in Toronto, where they'll take on the Raptors.
Some might look at this schedule and already mark off how many wins they'll get. But I think that's a mistake. You can never take a night off in the NBA. Even the ones you think will be easy are tough.
Pass to Tatum. Screen by MP. And Tatum, the bucket on the assist by MP. Tatum's got 24 points.
Well, coming out of the half, he's been much more aggressive, helping them space the floor.
Pajemski with it. Stolen by MP. And here's the fast break. Here's White. And White finishes off the break. Well done.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Here's White. Oh, send it home, Derek White.
Hey, sometimes it's your night. White's number keeps getting called, and he keeps coming through.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Back to Pajemski. Five on the clock. Misses the step-back jumper.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Here's MP. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It goes on Brandon Pajemski. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Celtics?
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team, and it was a frustrated huddle. Coaches and players were angry about the turnovers, players trying to hold each other accountable. They're fed up with sloppy play. Let's see how they respond. Guys?
And Allie, thanks. Pass to Pajemski. Looking to win the run. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, puts so much pressure on the defense. Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Pajemski with it. Now guarded by White. Back to Moody. From deep three-point range. Porzingis grabs the board.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days.
Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
Okay, young man. We see you, MP. We know you for real.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Pajemski. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Pajemski's got 6 points in the quarter.
Ooh, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
Here's MP. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Trace Jackson Davis picks one up.
MP showing he's a force near the hoop.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. Golden State now running out of time. A minute 50 left to play in the fourth. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second. And that narrows the gap to 7.
Every point matters in a game like this. We should remember that in this free throw when it's all said and done.
Brown finds MP. Outside White. Back to MP. Screen by MP. Tatum from long range. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 4 rebounds now. And he lobs it up to the rim. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
And you can't leave someone open on Green's team. He's going to punish you for that mistake.
And that was good. MP's got 49 in the game.
And that's real leadership right there by MP. That is big time.
Here's Pajemski. No luck on that one. Oh, great D that time from MP. Celtics lead by 6. To the paint. Oh, it's stolen.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
And that could really be the game-changing moment.
I agree. What a turn of events.
That might be the play of the game.
Left side Porzingis. No good there. And it's Green with the ball for the Warriors. Outside Moody. Puts up a 3. And it's MP with a rebound.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance. But look, he's got to find something easy.
First free throw is good. And that puts him up 5.
Well, what I love about MP is he's always working on his game. Every day, year-round. Taking care of business at the line. And he adds some cushion to their lead.
Outside Moody. Back to Kuminga. Pass to Pajemski. Launches it from deep. Rebound Boston. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's an 8-point ball game. Timeout called, the Warriors. They trail by 8. Guys, what do you think?
They just haven't put it all together tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
So we see Boston get the win here. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.
Right, MP. They can't stop you.
Good job, MP. I see you.